Hi everybody! Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Sunday! I'm having a little bit of a sleepy Sunday morning. Oh no! No! Not the disconnects. I want to thank Perk for the 49-month resub. Appreciate it. And, Blizzard's having a little bit of DDoS trouble this morning. Oh no, we're coming back. So there might be a little bit of this, but that's okay. Trying to give myself water walking, but I'm on my mug. Good morning. They sure are. Yeah, I was up early and oh, there we go. Am I in the right? Yeah, I'm in the right node. I'm gonna take Jeff's advice and poke around and see if I can find a Kodo just to see. Where did I leave it? That's the goblin one. I have a Kodo. Yeah, there we go. It's a whole thing. Yeah, somewhere in this range. I don't really remember the details.
This is a grave threat to the people of Darkshore.
I could kill the world boss and get some transmog. Today, aside from this, am excited to spend some time leveling my hunter, my troll hunter, because it's the last DPS alt that I have left hanging on between 60 and 70. And after I've done that, I'm pretty much good to start making any new characters that I want, which is exciting. I was thinking in my brain this morning while in bed that what if I did make a character of every race, even the ones that I don't like, you know? What if I made a challenge of it to like customize even the races that aren't really my personal cup of tea? And then that would be, you know, it's worst case scenario, it's like another alt to throw at a mount farm. But I might be able to make something fun. I don't know. You never know when you're going to be surprised by liking something you didn't expect to. So that opens up a fair number of classes and races that I have not really played or leveled before. I feel like I don't know if I'm running the route well, but I am spamming my macros. So I think we've gone too far south. As long as you don't hate leveling them, give it a shot. See how it feels. Heritage armor, yeah. I've been a little bit ambivalent in getting heritage armor for races that I don't play because I don't play them, so what do I need the heritage armor for? But it's, you know, it's a project just for its own sake. And I do love any excuse at all to level stuff, so I could see myself making a cool little, I don't know about a spreadsheet, maybe like a table within a text document. I'm just gonna go start the hunter. Hello, hope your day is great. Hello. Silver Witch, thank you very much for the bits. Appreciate it. Mediocrity Squared with a 14-month resub. Thank you very, very much. Maybe eventually I'll wake up enough to crawl out of the bed that is the sweater, but that can be a later problem. Yeah, there was a DDoS this morning. It may or may not still be ongoing. I don't know. It seems to be better now than it was 2 hours ago. Look at my hunter. Her outfit's not the best. I wish I had a top that matched these legs a little better. I just wanted something like in the same color with kind of the same sort of like soft lack of definition that was just like a little leather looking crop top that was technically male, but I'll have her wear something or another. Oh, kitty, you want to come sit? Come sit with me, kitty cat. Just watch your head. Watch your head. Yeah, there you go. That's the stuff. Hi. Enjoyed your Saturday video as always. Hope you have the best day ever. Thanks, 20 Money. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's Sunday now. We're having a weekend. Oh yeah, I finished the orientation quest against all odds to the contrary. I have 2 pets. I'm level 64. My thinking with this hunter is that if I can just muscle my way to level 68, then we can, at that point, we can totally just come back to Veldraken, where I'm pretty sure I set my Hearthstone. Yeah, come back to Veldraken, buy some skins and like leatherwork a bunch of stuff to try to get as close to 70 as I can.
Come forward, champion.
But I'm gonna have to muscle my way to 68 first, so it's just 4 levels. It's not so bad. I don't know if it's important for me to grab these, but I'm just gonna poke around and see if, yeah. Skip stuff. Sure, always skip. Never play again.
Protect this world.
They're so tall that it's impossible to see what they have quests for you. Do I want to? Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I was questing in the Waking Shores. Yeah, I've got stuff over here. There's also world quests that we can do. Let's go start with that. Can't go wrong with a little cataloging. Miss Kira, hello. Hello. Wish they allowed you to put all 60 tunes in one server, capped at 50 per. Did they allow you to make 60? I thought that the 50 cap was also account-wide. This is new information for me. All the races has been a thing for me from the beginning. Getting a class with it that I like that makes it hard to complete. Still have a few allied races on the alliance side to level. Did a full UI overhaul yesterday. Now I'm scared to play with it. Do it. The only way you're gonna get more used to it is if you do it. Kitty pets win. Hi. Hi. What do you want, phone? I mean, it's Sunday. It might just be telling me whether or not I've used it.
I'm busy answering fan mail. Think you can catalog the wildlife for me?
I turned dialogue sound back on, and I don't think I've heard that one before. They added 10 extras with Dragonflight. Oh, okay. Okay. Depending on how much gold you want, you can do multiple professions. Yeah, that is a point. I think I just want to do leatherworking, although I will keep that cheese in mind if I get real desperate with future alts later. I did have that thought that I don't see any reason why you couldn't do one profession and then drop it and then pick up another one and do that. Because tailoring seems like it would be pretty cheap to just get a bunch of first crafts with. Because, you know, what is... Excuse me. Oh, I'm a bad photographer. Ugh. No, what about that one? Anything? Oh, I think I broke it. Oh, there we go. There we go. That'll work.
These pictures will surely bring fame to the Waking Shores and the Dragon Scale Expedition. Nice work.
You're welcome. I was having a thought. It was about alts. Making alts of races I don't play. Something like that. Oh, increased to 60 because of Oker. Okay. Tauren don't fit a class they don't already have too many of.
The Isles.
The dream there is to just redefine what is too many. You know, let go of your self-judgment and make as many of that class as you feel like you want. I am particularly... I don't know, let's not use the word bad. I am particularly prone to making hunters and priests. And I like them in almost all races, so I feel like that's my backup. If I need a character of a given race and I can't decide what I want to make, I could be a hunter or a priest. They're available for everything. It's good stuff. Hard when your favorites are gnomes, night elves, and Draenei? Yeah. Yeah. 60 alts, so much for the brain. 60 alts! And I'm not ruling out that I would ever get there, but it seems like more than I could reasonably use. I think that I would have to... It feels like it would make my login screen very unwieldy unless I had them split onto different servers just for organization's sake. Have you been interested in any TV shows lately? I'm having a little bit of a old-fashioned phase of my life where I'm having a little screen time break outside of WoW and streaming and stuff. Outside of WoW and content, I've been I banished my television to the hallway because it was just too easy to get really comfy and do nothing. So I haven't been watching anything at all, but at least for now. Add-on that blocks whispers is Bad Boy with the Bad Boy Levels plugin. There's a setting in there that lets you. It doesn't exactly block them. People will still be able to. Here, let me see if I can look at the options. Show ya. People will still send them. It's just going to. Yeah, you've got like a block all whispers thing, and then you can choose to allow people in your friends list or your guild or in your parties so that people can still whisper you within that. But yeah, that's the one. It will auto reply I believe, when someone tries to whisper you, and you just don't see anything from it on your end. I already have 52, but yay! Decided I need multiple warlocks in my life. They all get their own pets. Howdy, howdy. Hello. Good morning or afternoon or evening. Happy Sunday. Might be better off getting a second account, using it for passive gold making, camping rares. Better off relative to what? I feel like I missed a piece of I feel like I missed a piece of my own conversation. What was I thinking about a second account for? Not that I want one. That's more other people territory. I feel like that's trying too hard for me. It's too much for brain. Oh, I see. In terms of having a lot of alts. Yeah, the second account in 10.1.5 would be useful for transferring your own gold across servers, assuming that they do not open up the cross-realm trading to mail. If it's in-person one-to-one trading only, then having a second account would make it much easier for you to move your gold, whereas if they let you mail, then anybody could just mail themselves gold to a different server. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Does the season end when the patch comes out? Nope. This patch is a middle of the season patch, so it's gonna have a couple of power bumps. If you're getting stuck in the raid or with your key progression, then you're gonna be able to get some stuff to wear from like the time rifts and maybe from the new mega dungeon, but the raid tier and the season is still gonna be underway. I'm assuming it means that we're gonna be about halfway through. Sounds about right. I need another dragon fruit. Is this the quest I want to be doing? Yeah, maybe. Not thrilled about having to make a new account for that reason, but probably worth it, and get recruiter friend stuff. Yeah, I'm waiting and seeing, although I still don't think, I think even with that, I'm probably not going to be the person that has a second account. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, they may not be done developing it on PTR. My knowledge of them not allowing the cross-realm mail is just based on testing it randomly on PTR this week, so it could be coming in a future build. We don't know. They were pretty... They didn't specifically mention it in the blue post or like the patch notes where they were talking about cross-realm trading. It's just kind of a thing that's sort of implied that we're just waiting to see whether or not they actually do. Oh, okay. Do you want to do this one? Sure, why not? Any quests are good quests. Oh yeah, I'm not gathering in this character, so I can't urban mine for experience. That's right. I made myself skinning. I forgot. Should I put myself in queue for a random dungeon? I don't see why not. Frostlord of Hood is a little bit of experience. It's better experience actually if you're low level. I don't need any of the Mog or anything from it. I have the transmogs I think already. Bought another book for Green Fire for my new lock. Shame that quest isn't account wide. Yeah.
Go with the aspects.
You could be doing other things while making 100k Omnium Draconis. Yeah, but like, that's when I water my plants. oh, I forgot. I have to do that, and then we can loot the frogs. That's right. That's when I visit the cat. Sometimes I start dinner. Honestly, I've been crafting a little bit less lately because I've been trying to, turn off and step away from the computer a bit more. Can I get this one? The poor bullied frog. Yeah, come with me. We're gonna move you 6 feet to the left. Anything new with Ahun this year? Not with Ahun specifically. I think he drops that in level 385 gear, or 380-ish, which is pretty funny. A little silly. Not super relevant for most people. You can, however, with Burning Blossoms, get one new toy that's been added this year. There is a fireworks toy called the Flamin' Ring of Flashiness for 500 blossoms, and that's new to the vendors this year. It's on a 1 hour cooldown. Cross-realm trading? Yeah. For 10.1.5, so not in the game just yet, but it's something that they've announced coming to 10.1.5. So if you're part of a cross-realm group, you can trade things like gold and items and stuff across servers within your region in 10.1.5. So we're kind of wondering and waiting to see if they end up allowing mail cross-realm, because it's nice for raid groups that are raiding cross-realm, but what people are mostly Well, I don't know about people, but the thing that I'm mostly curious about is, oh, I should be skinning. I should be skinning. You know, like sending yourself gold to a different server so that you can, you know, explore the contents of different servers' auction houses and black market auction houses. It's a pretty big deal for gold makers.
I never gave up
But
hope.
it wasn't working for a male. Okay. Let's go release some froggies. Kitty is so stoic looking. Kitty, are you stoic? You having a better morning? You were hungry, but then we filled up the bowl and you had breakfast and then you felt better, huh? Me too. Internet keeps dropping. Well, that's frustrating. What kind of cat is that? Kitty is a domestic short hair. I think her color pattern is called a brown mackerel tabby. They are meaningly referred to as the standard issue cat because they're it's a very common colorway. It's a real common skin. There's lots of cats that look like her, but there's no cat that's just like her because she's perfect. But there are cats that look like Kira at basically any cat shelter anywhere. They're all gonna have one. She looks like me. Yeah. I feel like we act like each other too. I feel like after years of living together and spending all of our time together, we've kind of picked up some of the same mannerisms. Hypoallergenic? Probably not. Probably not. I'm sure she has dander like any other cat. Are you still on your cross-stitch kick? Found that watching streams while stitching is the perfect combination. You are better than me. I was losing count when I tried that I actually tried to cross-stitch on stream for like 10 seconds. And I found that I do not have the bandwidth to keep my place when doing a counted. Oh, I need to, that's right, we don't kill it. We just smoke out the bothersome bee. Guys. There we go. That's right. Yeah, I was losing my spot. I haven't been cross-stitching recently. I should be. I should probably dig that back out and keep working on it because it's a big project and I wanted to have it done before next Christmas. And that's like 6 months away, but that's, you know, the danger. Whenever you have a big project with a long time to do it, that is when it's hardest to actually do because you feel like you have forever, but, you know, no progress turns into no progress. Especially with the color scheme, you two blend perfectly. It's nice of her to come sit with me in the mornings for a bit before she goes to take her morning nap. I feel like she likes our routines. We're pretty regular. We do things more or less at the same time and then in the same order every day, and I like that a lot. It's good for me. Hey, this bee. I have too many quests in my quest log. It's stressing me out. See if I can finish some of them and make them go away. 90% drop skin for cats or something. Finally dinged 70 in the Devoker yesterday. Promptly logged out. Last couple of levels were a slog and a half. Congrats on your new 70. Routine's very satisfying. Sometimes they can function to make time feel like it's going very quickly because in the routine it's easy to kind of end up on autopilot. But they're comfy and sometimes they're very effective. There's plenty of things that would be way too much, you know, way too annoying for me to do all the time, except that I have a habit of doing it anyways, so, you know, you may as well. It's what you do at XYZ time. Okay, one more bush. I lost where I was supposed to let the frogs go. I think that's where we were heading there originally for a second. I need 2 more bees. And then we're in a 7-minute queue, so our dungeon queue should actually pop relatively shortly. Means you have a good life. I like to think so. There we go. I was trying to figure out. I was thinking to myself, "Oh no, don't fight it." That's right. Sorry, bee. I can't. I'm a creature of habit. I kill things. I was trying to figure out. When I think about summer, because it is summer now, it's sunny outside, it's late June, you know, summer's happening. If I'm thinking about summer, and I'm thinking about like, what do I want to, what's gonna make summer feel like summer? What do I want to go do this summer? that will make me feel as though summer's happened. And like, what are my favorite things about summer or to do in summer that I don't do the rest of the year? And what I more or less came up with is that what I like about summer is getting to wear summer clothes. You know, I don't wear shorts very often. So when it's hot out, I like to put the shorts on and go to the lake. Maybe jump in the lake. Maybe have a beach towel, you know? I feel like that's pretty much the dream. is getting to visit the things that you wear in the summer when it is appropriate weather for them. Maybe go swimming outdoors. That's pretty much the vibe. Water, not so much water park. Lake, river, ocean if there's like a clean place, although the ocean's cold. Working on a rat pally now, a lot easier. A little boring doing the same quests over and over. It's your least favorite class? Mine is shaman. Mine is demon hunter, but I'm gonna make peace with it. I'm gonna make one. I think I decided that what I need to enjoy demon hunter is I need to make like a male, either night elf or blood elf, but probably night elf because male night elves really amuse me. I enjoy them a lot. I need a male night elf demon hunter, and I need to find the perfect name for him. I need to come up with the perfect name, and I need to give him the perfect mog. And then I need to make his routine, his like rotation as easy and idiot proof as I humanly can. Because I'm not really trying to accomplish a whole lot. It just would be nice to have one for learning transmog and just, you know, to cover all of my bases in terms of characters that I can make. Hate salt water, so I like the water park or river better. Hazel, go jump in a lake. Mine is Lunadan. Are you close to nice beaches? We'd have to drive over an hour to get to a nice one.
Wonderful.
I wouldn't say we're close to warm beaches, but I am on the southern tip of an island that also has lakes and rivers. And then, you know, the island is ocean, so there's you can go in almost any direction except north. And even north, there's like lakes and stuff up there. And you're gonna hit water at some point. It's just a question of, you want pebble, you want sand, you want rocks, you want... I mean, they're all gonna be a little cold. But, yeah, you can... There's beautiful, beautiful places to swim and hang out by the water here. Wish they would let us play Undead Druids. Made a Belf Pally named Brittany, surprised it was available. Grew up on Cape Cod. Don't necessarily want to move back, but at the same time, I miss the nature so much. Mad expensive. Hey, it's the... What if I could get the thingy doodle?
I welcome
I could get the
Onara's
thingy.
rage. When the winds are still.
From the stolen breath of Onara. That's the thing. I have one of them in my bank somewhere. But I haven't been doing this dungeon because it's not season 1 anymore.
Spare no hunters for the
Want to get some lake
Kalamatra
shoes?
now.
Yeah, like water shoes. I know what you mean. I have some, and they are like mandatory because I like wading. I like walking into, you know, outdoor water features. But beaches are sharp. Beaches are sharp. Rocks are sharp. Shells, barnacles. But even just at the lake, it is not so nice on your feet. And it is it's much nicer to go confidently striding in with a nice pair of water shoes. Or just like any pair of water shoes. I'm pretty sure mine are not nice. But they get the job done. I hear there are hot springs on your island.
Keep retaking the weapons.
Maybe.
2 more
There might be. There's a hot spring in my bathroom when I run a bath that's with the hot water. That's a good one. They are sharp. Learned this the hard way. Had to get 9 stitches in the bottom of my foot from a lake. Oh, yeah, no. No fun. No fun. Yeah, if I'm going to the lake and I think there's any chance that I'm going to want to go in, I always pack the water shoes because they're pretty light too. You can just kind of shove them in the backpack. Hi, kitty cat. Alright, let's spin a tiny bit here. Do I have, am I spec'd into Beast Cleave? Yeah, I'm spec'd into Beast Cleave. That's good. There's some amount of cleaving going on here. I think that in order to, not the special ability, but just the, in order to...
Nearly there! See to the final weapon!
I think in order, yeah, for my For my Beast Cleave weak core to work, I need to have a basic attack on my bar? Something like that? Absurdly lucky to have the outdoors we have. Yeah. I could get used to it. I've always managed to find some outside place that I can really love in all of the different places that I've lived. I've always been able to walk somewhere and enjoy something, even if it's just like a little pond or, you know, a path that kind of goes by an empty lot that's got like some bunnies or something. There's always been something, but it's hard to deny that it's like above and beyond gorgeous here. There's a couple of reasons why it's so darn expensive, but that is one of them.
The battle has turned. The weapons are ours.
Okay.
Worthless. I will dispose of the outsiders myself.
I like being honey.
Granite has landed. Strike now. Tremble before primal power.
There's somebody waiting by the thing already, so that's good. Somebody else is on top of it.
Die.
What do I think the next X pack will be? I'm hoping for something that's light and void themed, but without just like another batch of voidy villains. I've kind of had my fill of voidy villains. Can confirm Scotland. Absolutely outrageous for the outdoors. Where are you? I'm on Vancouver Island on the west coast of Canada. Morning, Hazel. Want void protagonists. Definitely time for some light villains. And they've got cool loose ends and characters they can use for that, so I'm hoping that's it. I'll take anything. I'm not super invested in what we're doing as long as I can you know, play my characters and farm things and you know, raid with my friends. As long as there's mythic plus seasons for me. Am I using a cunning pet? I should probably be using a ferocity pet. Do I have a ferocity pet?
Their primalist allies have placed totems that protect this raging tempest.
Do I have
Find them and destroy them.
Oh yeah, my hyena. He's a ferocity pet, I'm pretty sure. No, he's a cunning pet too. I've got movement speed, but I don't have my leech. I guess it's okay. Can somebody else lust? Yeah, there's a mage. Somebody else is lusting. There's also an evoker. They can do it too.
Truly a blasphemous idol.
I like your needle horse.
Continue
Oh,
your
thanks.
work.
I like the needle horse too. I think it's just because it's like new. I think it's just novelty. I'm easy to please. I just like different things once in a while. I would be very excited for when they finally let us dragon ride on some different thing, like some older mounts, because you know, I have some of those. I want to use them. I want to see him again. I want to see him go zoom. It'll be fun. I like the challenge of picking out the perfect mount for each character, and even with dragon riding customizations, all of the dragon mounts are very, I don't know, standard issue dragons, so I'm excited to have a little more options, more choices. Feel people start speculating about the future before it even enters my mind. I think sometimes it's just nice to have something to talk about. it's just something to kind of want, like, you know, chat about in the context of the game. What's next is always a, you know, always a perfectly good topic of conversation. I'm just not wildly, not that I'm not invested, but I guess I have a lot of faith. I have a lot of trust that whatever it'll be will be kind of fun, so I'm good to just find out about it whenever it happens. Autopull, thank you very much for the 31-month resub. Happy Sunday, Hazel and chat. Happy Sunday. Also, Transcend had a brand new set a couple minutes ago. Thank you. Not in Dragonflight Zones as much for the old flying mounts. I wonder if they'll ever add a feature that makes me really glad that I farmed all 700 and whatever mounts.
Take down the avatar of
you know, like the Trial of Style, but they let us pick the right mount to go with it. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for here, but it's kind of funny DPSing these dungeons because I never really did it. I only healed them in the first season. we did it. I have no idea if I'm doing any meaningful amount of damage. So, late army problem. An official mount competition like the types Asmongold used to do would be cool. As much as I love an expansion announcement, do hate that it reminds me how fast time is going. I always feel whenever they announce expansions like I'm not ready yet. even when it's like time and we haven't had anything new in the game for a while. I usually will be like watching the announcement and kind of like making some notes or thinking through things, being like, I'm not ready yet. It's too soon. Maybe this is the expansion where I can finally get kind of caught up enough to feel like I'm ready by the time that they come out with something new. Maybe. I mean, I'm playing alts. I'm like playing alts at endgame too. I'm excited to get some more characters to 70 and maybe try messing around with well, I was gonna say some different classes, but I mostly just want to play more priests. I did some Shadow Priest on my gnome, but I want to do some Shadow Priest on an undead. I want to play my undead Shadow Priest and get that like leveled and geared and stuff, just because she looks really cool. What irritates me is those who want to list the worst expansions. None of them are bad if you're playing for fun. Yeah, there must be some context in which that's a useful thing to do, but it's just not my thing. It's like recapping the worst places that you've ever had lunch in your life. It's like, you know, it's over. You don't have to go back. It's okay. use that information to inform where you go eat lunch next. You don't have to keep eating the bad sandwich. It's all right. They only announced Dragonflight like 14 months ago. I'm so fried, I can't tell if that's a long or short amount of time. I was asking my speaker how big whales are this morning. And blue whales, it said, were 94 feet tall, and I'm assuming they mean long. Maybe it would be tall if it stood up on its tail. And I was trying to wrap my head around that, because I'm like, well, if I'm like 5 feet, 6 feet, somewhere in that range. Between 5 and 6 feet. And then I was like standing on my head, it's like a lot of me's to add up to a whale. What do they do during the day? You know, do they like summer? I have questions about whales. Understanding what made it the worst is useful. Yeah, but I feel like it's useful to some extent to you as a consumer for deciding which things you want to look for when you're making your purchasing decisions. But I feel like it's more useful for the devs, you know, like they're the ones that have the actual paid job of making the game better or making more stuff for the game. I feel like and people seem to really enjoy it. I think there's value in kind of armchair deving for figuring out what it is that you like. But I've never understood putting like a ton of energy into it because it's like, it's not, you know, people get paid money for that. I'm not getting paid any money to do that. It sounds like a lot of work. I'm just gonna let the smart people that have like done it before do it. They eat? Yeah, me too.
This is the end.
Blue whales are the largest animal ever on Earth. I just can't wrap my head around how big it is. And I don't think I'm liable to see one. And if I did, you know, they're very big. And also, I'm usually not in the ocean, so it's not likely to happen unless I enter some kind of like an astral plane and I get to fly around as a ghost or something. But I just think it's cool that they're, you know, alive now. You think of a lot of really big animals, and I usually think of dinosaurs, and it's like, well, I probably would never see one of those because they're not here now. I could see some bones, and that would probably be really cool. I should go to a museum. They have like a replica mammoth, like a woolly mammoth, at the Royal Museum in Victoria, and I haven't been in a long time. Maybe they don't even have it anymore. I don't know. They must. It's iconic. Am I trolling today? Yeah, I'm trolling. Sounds like we need to go whale watching.
Clan Tirai will join our Khan at Nokudan Hold.
I'm all about, and it's much less likely to see whales this way, but I'm all about seeing them from the shore so that you don't have to go annoy them with the boats.
will use Onara's power for more than breezes and blessings. My storm will bring forth a mightier Maruk. Greatness awaits us.
Are they trying to clone Mammoths? Is that a good idea? I mean, they're like cool, but does that mean that they should be now? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'll just get a really, really, really big painting of a whale, and I'll put it in my living room, and then I'll just think about them when I look at that. They would be pretty hot now. Yeah. It's like if I died and then went extinct and then, you know, like 2,000 years or whatever passed. And then the climate had changed and, you know, it was some other intelligent race and they were bringing me back because they just, you know, like 4 of them are nerds that are like human fans. But then I was like alive again, or not again, but like I don't know if I mean, I don't know about that. That's got some ethical issues. You could get a telescope, take it to the seashore. I always bring, it's not a telescope, but I always bring my binoculars to the seashore. Because sometimes it's like a hike in there and there's only so much weight that you can bring before you have regrets. But I always bring my binoculars because there's always awesome stuff to look at. And then one time I saw the orcas, but usually I look at the ravens and I look at the eagles and the herons and the seals. And
Liars! I will defend my land!
yeah, I'm not paying a wild amount of attention. Dungeons are nice though because I can just follow along. That was a reasonable amount of experience.
Forgive me.
Thanks, people. I got a talent point to spend. Maybe they're gonna make hairless mammoths. Whale t-shirt. It's surprising that I don't have a whale t-shirt. I have most of the other animals that I really love. I have the wolves, I have the bears, I have what else do I have on a t-shirt? Moose, deer, fish, lots of fish. It's a bit shocking that there's not a Hazel whale shirt. T-shirt collection's fantastic. Thanks. I like my shirts. I like picking them out of the drawer, the cupboard in the morning. I'm wearing the Happy Family Camping one today. It's just it's being hidden under the under my giant blanket of a sweater. Hazel owns a whale shirt. I have thought of if I was gonna do a merch drop within the next year or so that I would want it to be a shirt that I would want to wear, which would mean a shirt somewhat in the style of the shirts that I already wear. It would be, I mean, it wouldn't be vintage because it would be new, but it would be in maybe that sort of vague style. I don't know.
We serve
I have to look into it more. I mean, it could be a Hazel merch whale shirt. I think that unless you had been really watching streams, you might be a bit confused as to why there was a whale. Why there was a whale, though. Because I wouldn't say it's part of my branding. I just like them. I like a lot of things.
Shall we talk a while?
Oh, I got some flowers. That's good. Sure, yeah, we'll inspect some fishing nets. 65. Yeah, I'll chuck myself in another dungeon queue.
The fishing
Sounds like a
nets
squirrel
we've set
pattern.
are
I mean, I've had
attracting predators.
I sold squirrel
Do what
shirts
you can to
before.
repel them, so that our nets
Ooh.
remain undisturbed.
I've sold squirrel shirts before. I feel like last time I tried to make the designs quite modern, and I'm over that now. So it would be something different. To be fair, always confused. Yeah, that's okay. Nothing's too difficult around here. Watch the stream quite a bit, and I would be confused. I need more nets. All the 90s animal print cheesiness. Yeah. Oh, is this another? Oh, there's 2 world quests here. That's what's getting me. It's this one. Well, Well, I may as well. It's right here. Oh, I can choose a new skinning specialization. Do I want to talk about the economics of my past merch, or is that TMI? I don't know if it's TMI. It's kind of boring. Why? What do you want to know? My main takeaways from doing merch in the past is that it is dramatically better to make things available for a limited time as opposed to just putting them up on the store and leaving them there indefinitely. And it's nice when I make things that I like so that I wear them and use them anyways, because I'm going to have samples and it's a bummer when my samples just sit in my closet. That's no good. Oh, did I make money on them? Oh, yeah. Doing merch like that doesn't involve any investment from me aside from like the time that it takes to set it up. And then like if I commission artwork to use, which I have done in the past, if I'm commissioning artwork, then I would pay the artist. But the, and then for one of them, I actually did a percentage based on sales with the artist as well.
Excellent work.
But yeah,
Our
it's
skies are
pretty
clear once
pretty
again.
straightforward. How's the limited time drop better than leaving it up? They sell dramatically more. It's just that's why companies do it like that. I found that one out the data way because I've done merch drops both ways. I can put up a thing and have it be up for a year, and I can put up a different thing. And yeah, you could compare that. Oh, maybe this design was cooler or whatever. But generally speaking, 10 times as many sales within a tiny window as opposed to the entire year. It's pretty bananas. That's why people do it like that. Low risk passive income, basically. You definitely, I feel like it's a lot more effective if you do it kind of as an event though, and then promote it a bit more, and then have it be like a thing that you do, and then that's your design for like the spring or for the year, whatever it is. A word free option. Yeah. You don't like wearing words in your shirt? I get that. Do you remember the squad shirts? Those were something. I still have a Kira shirt in my storage. I had it hanging on my wall for a while. People know it's only 100 of them available for a month. They get struck with the FOMO and buy them. I never did limited quantity. That would only be if I had like actually bought the shirts in advance and then had them done and then had like I have X amount of inventory to sell and then that's it. I've never done that before. I've always done on-demand printing, but the limited time windows were always better economically anyway. Love seeing Squirrel Squad members in the open world.
Good. Predators should seek their own
I
prey
got a belt.
rather than stealing
Yeah,
from
there's
others.
an upgrade. Yeah, how are we doing? We're level 65 and a half. We're getting somewhere. We just gotta get to 68, that's right. Let's do a horn. I'm gonna minimize this because I cannot find the salamander skins for the life of me. I could probably buy them actually. I could probably buy those and then just turn that in and make that quest go like salamander.
Needs to be at
Salamander
least
scales.
2
Oh yeah, they're like
centuries
50
old.
gold each, but I could just pay for them.
If you find
then,
anything exotic, bring it.
Yeah. I wonder why it's been doing this to me lately. It must be one of my add-ons. It's like still showing the exclamation point even after I've already picked up the quest. What was the highest selling drop? It might have been when I got 100k subs on YouTube. I did a shirt design for that. And it was like a little cartoon of me with the cat in a cup of tea with a fish. It had like all the little bits on it. And then I think it said 100k on it. And I think that was probably the best that I ever did. How much gold do you need to do first craft leveling? Depends on the profession, and I'm kind of feeling it out. I spent on my, what did I do it on? I did it for Ripsy, and I did it with blacksmithing, and I spent maybe like 15k, I would say, ish, 10 to 15k. But I think it would be cheaper than that for most other professions. Outside sounds like a nice stream towards your house. Oh, it totally is. I just, I need to be really happy with it before I'm willing to sell it. So that's usually the and then usually I'm like, well, you could spend time working on that, or you could just make videos that anybody can watch and enjoy. So I usually end up procrastinating on doing merch in that way. But yeah, no, it is a good idea. I would do that before I would do some other things. This got my 13th class to 70. Currently 68 thanks to the bonfires. Be 70 by the time I collect enough to buy the toy. Nice. Hello, all from Puerto Rico. Hello. Should knit the shirts yourself. I mean, would the margins even be that insane anymore after paying myself for the labor? Because that would be a lot of time. Those things can take, especially if you suck like me. Also, a knitted shirt would be more of a sweater, but hundreds of hours. Hey, I got a dungeon queue to pop. Yeah, maybe one day if I feel like it wouldn't be too bad for my reputation, I'll do like a batch of 10 tote bags and I'll hand embroider them and I'll sell them for something just stupid. You would need that tote bag to be really durable. 20k a shirt. If anybody on the planet is willing to give me $20,000 for a shirt, they shouldn't. They should not do such a thing. It would be luxury. You decide the margins. Yeah, I guess so. I didn't realize you guys were royalty. If I'd known that you were watching from your castles, I would have been selling more merch. One knit shirt sold as a one-off. Win the lottery, buy a shirt for 100k. Hazel Baton. Usually, selling things for exorbitant prices is not a good look for influencers and does not do good things for their reputations. There's a number of examples of times that people go, "You're selling that for what now?" No, you know. Royal away from the balcony. Why, yes. Big shirt aficionados. Ah, man. I was looking into sublimation printing because I wanted to sell shirts where the design didn't peel, but then I learned that sublimation printing actually cannot be done on pure cotton shirts. It needs to have some amount of polyester fiber as part of the fabric composition, otherwise that's part of the requirement. I need to spend a talent point. I need to spend a talent point. I forgot to do it. Apocalypse Cow, thank you for the 36-month resub. Happy 3 years. Thanks for spending them with me. Welcome to the Scroll Squad sign/t-shirt.
2 oozes, 1 room. So many delightful possibilities.
Yeah. Happy. Pretend that you're doing it ironically. Oh, yeah.
I will drink no blood before it's time.
Get out and plant seeds, but it's so hot and humid. But once you've planted them, then they can do their job all by themselves. It's like you're getting the timer started. The second best time to plant a tree is right now, or whatever it is you're planting. Probably not trees, maybe trees. It's day 3 on my pepper seeds in my office, and I know they're not going to germinate until minimum day 7, potentially up to day like 25. But I still check them every single day. Server, Lightbringer. I have all my characters in Lightbringer now. Prints of things easier for inventory. I have always been very hesitant to ship things out myself because I don't really understand shipping. I was able to mail envelopes with like cards and prints. I used to do that for Patreon back when I had a Patreon because that was just, I could get an international stamp, I could print an address label, I could send that out and it would pretty much get there. But parcel mailing, I, for some reason, just don't understand it and I'm scared. So like, I won't even like, like I'll have clothes and I'll be like, well, I could try to post this on like a, you know, a secondhand clothes seller and then ship it out to somebody. But then I was like, or I could donate it somewhere and then not have to ship anything, you know, like it can't be that hard because people do it all the time. But I think it's just the errand of having to go to the post office maybe. Because you can get, I'm pretty sure you can get prepaid shipping labels that you just print and like tape onto something. How are you germinating them? Hydroponically. They're in a hydroponic grow setup, so they're just gonna grow right in their little sponges and then stay there. I used to have little seed starting mats, and then I would do just like damp peat and a little spray bottle, a little plastic covering, and a little light bulb. Waiting for lawn, that is almost too much for me. Oh, waiting for things to sprout is so exciting. When they finally do, it's the best thing ever. I've started with quite a few seeds in my life, and every time I see one just germinate and you see the little first seed leaves, I'm like, happy birthday! Congratulations, welcome to the world. I will water you, I promise. Whoa. There, we're good. Buy labels, slap them on boxes, drop the boxes off at the post office. Yeah. The envelopes I could mail out from, like, local mailboxes, though. I didn't have to go to a post office to send out envelopes. I could do them from, like, my apartment mail. I think that's the thing, is I just don't get out much. I guess right now, actually, I do live in town, so there are post offices that are, you know, busable, if not walkable. Ziploc bag with a paper towel. More expensive stamp and hand in a parcel instead of an envelope. But, like, where do you buy the stamp, you know? Like, the other stamps, I was able to buy them online. I used to just buy stamps from the U.S. Postal Service in bulk. And I would pick out which kind of pictures I wanted, and they would mail them to me, which was funny for some reason. I enjoyed getting mailed stamps. And then I would use them. I would get the ones with the flowers on them. Boxes given sizes. Anything you fit in the box gets mailed for that price. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it's something I could learn how to do. It's just, I've always been the kind of person that even if I've, like, bought clothes online and something doesn't really fit, I will try really hard to either wear it anyways or find someone to give it away to, because I just don't like returning things. I can count the number of times I've returned an online purchase on, like, the back of my hand. It's not many. Has to be something really expensive that really doesn't fit. Pay the shipping price and they'll stamp it. But you need a package. Like, you can't... You just bring a pair of pants or, like, whatever it is into the post office and be like, I need to send these to Oklahoma. Okay. I mean, maybe that's exactly how it works. I don't know. That's really loud. He's kind of breathing in my ear. Yeah, let's turn timeline down a little bit. Yeah, they have tons of shipping packages. They sell them, but they're pretty expensive. I'll keep that in mind for my... And then there's, like, international, you know, like... International envelopes where pretty much just put your international stamp on it, but with packages, you know, they might have to go through customs, or they might need extra international import fees. Who's responsible for this? How does it work? I don't know. Log off. you get used to just doing things the easy way online, you know. Make video. Google sends you some ad money. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, I didn't use my bestial wrath. I should have done that. There we go. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that later. I just do it ASAP. That'll work. Returned a really expensive shoe. Click the refund please button. Next day, postman came to pick it up. Well, that's nice. That's pretty cool.
I will drink no blood.
How do you delete taxes when someone in Norway watches your video? That's all kind of more or less handled for you. Especially... More or less handled for you, plus I've discovered that once you start dealing with too many countries, you just get yourself like a really good accountant, and then you give them as much info as you can, and then you say, thank you, and then you pay them. That's my strat. The trouble sometimes is getting a good accountant to agree to work with you. You'd think that it wouldn't be that hard, but a lot of them are not accepting clients. So I had a couple of different occasions where I just could not find someone that would take me for the life of me, and it caused me a great deal of stress. I was very relieved when I finally found some people. I'm scanning. I'm scanning. I'm scanning. Oh, I got a saturated bone. Oh, it's a knowledge drop. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. What level am I? 65 and a bit. Almost 66. I gotta get to 68. I'm really coming around on Dragonflight Dungeons. I think it's just because I'm tired. I'm just like really cozy today, and I'm when I'm in the dungeon, I don't really have to do a whole lot. I get to just run around behind the people and then shoot the mobs, and then I get experience. You know, when you're questing, you have to actually like find out the right things to shoot, and then go find out where they live, and then go do it. US person doesn't do that anymore. No, I got newer and fancier and more local people. Honestly, in the States, it wasn't so bad because I wasn't dealing with international or expat taxes. I was just dealing with a bunch of different income sources. So I was able to take it to just like a chain accountant and then have them sorted out, and that was all fine. How much fancier? Pretty fancy. Pretty fancy. I'm just happy that I got someone. I thought I was going to go to jail. I thought they were going to arrest me and take my cat. They were going to repo my cat. Amazon paying you, declaring every donation individually. You declare your total annual income from a given source. So Twitch will be one of them. Amazon affiliates would be another one. Google would be one of them from YouTube. If I'm getting PayPal donations, which happens sometimes, those will, I wouldn't declare each one, but I would add them all up for the year and I would receive X amount from this source during this year, and you declare that so you can pay taxes on it. But like every individual like bits or subs, I don't have to deal with that. That all gets added up within Twitch, and then they'll issue me a notice that says how much it was for a year for the accountants to work with. Yeah, there is a PayPal. There is. It's underneath the stream somewhere. There is a donate button. Jeans Deshino, we talking suits? I don't know if anybody wears suits anymore. I did go to an office. That was exciting and unlike me. Start new characters through Legion for the males. If you unlock a Legion class mount a character, yes, you can use it on any character of that class once you've unlocked it. I don't even know if I have the same priest that I did the priest class mount on. I probably do. But I can use that on any priest that I've got. You wouldn't think your taxes would be all that complicated? Yeah, well, they are. It's just, at least relative to me. I'm sure compared to, you know, big businesses and whatever, it's just there's sources in 2 different currencies from 2 different countries. There are sometimes upwards of 7, 8, 9 different sources. Because I lived in the States for so long, I still need to file returns there as well as here. And it's just there was a variety of other stuff that was related to expatriation that I needed help with too. It's a lot, but it's all doable. You just need to have all of your records ever. Are we allowed to talk about the taxes thing now? Grats, Hazel. Oh, thanks. I mean, for as much as it's exciting and interesting to talk about.
Let's see what I have for you.
Yeah, I've heard that taxes in a lot of EU places are like they just kind of bill you, or like they do it for you. That sounds magical. There are memes about the way it is in North America that are pretty true, where it's like, listen, you're gonna figure out how much you owe, and then we're gonna figure out how much you owe, but we're not gonna tell you, but then you tell us what you think it is, and then we'll tell you if you're right. And it's like a mess. How long do you have to keep filing in the US for? I think that if I was a citizen, it would have been forever. Because I was a long-term permanent resident, the cutoff is 8 years. So I think next year, and I'll double check with the accountant or I'll let them sort this out, but I think next year I might be off the hook. But this year, because it was there's like a cutoff for how long you spent in the States and like X amount of the last X years. I don't have to pay as long as I was earning the money from here, but I have to file the return and demonstrate the tax treaty and whatever. Or you're going to jail. Peebles, thank you very much for the 10-month resub. Taxes here made me fail my masters. In the UK, a company files it for you. You get a certificate every year. We only need to do it if we're self-employed. Yeah. I mean, filing your own taxes when you just have like one job and it's just like a pretty straightforward job is not that bad. Like back when I used to work retail, I had one income. It was from the one place. They would give me a form. I would get like TurboTax or whatever. And I would just go plug in all the numbers from the form. And then I would either pay or get a refund depending on whether or not the withholding number was correct. And that would be pretty much the end of that. It was basically a big long list of, do you have dependents? Do you own property? Do you own stocks? Do you own bonds? Do you have, there's like a whole bunch of different things that you can either claim or get taxed on. And my answer would be no to all of it because my life was pretty straightforward. And it was annoying, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But it's a little messier if you start involving more countries in self-employment. I had a day this year where I had a very big expensive day where I paid basically 2 years worth of taxes in one day because I had been saving because I knew I owed it. It's such a mess getting an accountant that I wasn't able to find out how much I owed and therefore pay it for a really long time. But I finally got the stuff together, and then of course there's estimated for the current year, and then just the way that it worked out, I ended up paying an entire year plus estimated in advance for 2023, and I did it in one day, and I thought that's the most expensive day that I've had since the other thing. And bizarrely enough, I was like really excited. I was so happy just to because you pay a lot of interest if you're not paying your taxes. Like, it's not like they go away. You have to pay them eventually, and it gets really expensive if you wait. So I was just really relieved to have it like sorted. Kitty, you coming back? I thought I saw her go by my door. But that's enough. That's enough boring tax talk. You guys seen any cute bunnies lately? Thanks. No? Katie, what about you? Bunnies? You seen any bun punts? I guess you're blind. I have one in my backyard. I don't see bunnies as often as I see kitties. And there might be a correlation there. But every now and then you see wild rabbits around town. They're real cute. Bunnies running around the neighborhood a lot of times this week. Running through my garden, eating my plants. Saw a cute cat just now, which is good since she's mine. Alright, I'm level 66. Pardon me, 66 and a half. We've got a couple quests to turn in, that'll help. Yeah, I queue up for another one. Those are good. Those are nice and straightforward. I'm in the right mood to just kind of mindlessly run dungeons. It's working out for me right now. Deliver Salamander Scales to Hephaestus. I'm pretty sure is Ruby Life Pulse. I see deer. Turtles in the pond at the park. Aww. Yesterday I read the two primary instances for cats are hearing first then smell. Maybe being blind's not too important. It doesn't slow her down all that much. She does real well. Real well, all considering. I might make her a ramp one day to help her get up to and off of the bed, because sometimes she jumps up on the bed and she can't see where she's jumping. So she'll jump really high to accommodate for whether or not there may or may not be pillows where she's landing. But sometimes she'll misjudge it and she'll land kind of funny, and then she has to like Mufasa scrabble her way up, and it's very sad. And I feel like she would prefer if she could just like walk up a ramp to get onto the bed. I don't know how to build things though. I'm not all that handy. I would like to be handy. It's kind of one of my aspirations in life, but you know, the dream is to learn how to build things without losing any fingers or toes. I don't know where Hephaestus is. She in Renown of the Dragon House? I don't know. I thought she was over here. Deliver Salamander scales at the Ruby Life Shrine. Oh, over here. Okay. Alright. I'm not. I thought I was at the Ruby Life Shrine. Well, no, I am, aren't I? Oh, you know what? When I collect my mail. That's what's gonna do it. That's right, because I bought them, but I didn't actually get them yet. So now that I have them... Yeah, there we go. I just wanted to make that quest go away, because it kept popping up. Stairs pretty easy to build, don't take as much space. Friend of mine has the loft bed, her cat climbs the ladder. Very impressive. Nice carpet on it, but he was never actually interested. Oh, okay. Hi, kitty. Oh, you good? Hi. Yeah, it's getting warmer in here, isn't it? I guess I could probably take off my gigantic layer. Ramp over stairs? I don't know why I like the idea of a ramp so much more than the idea of stairs. Stairs just have a lot of corners. Cat's special abilities missing the litter box. I had to get a litter box with really, really high walls for this one because she would sometimes score over the goalpost, so to speak. Hi. But with high enough walls, it's all sorted out. Hi.
Welcome, friend.
There we go.
Please be careful, friend.
And then what else do you want? You want
Doros.
Pioneer's leather
Clear
boots. Can I just buy
skies
them?
and safe journeys.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah. I'm saving all my first time crafts for level 68, which is why I'm not doing it now.
Bring it to me.
There must be other dragon races I can do.
How
and
can
stuff.
I help?
There we go. 11k. 66 and a half. We need another level and a half. Oh yeah, the dragon race over that way. Do y'all really have 1.5 per cat? I have 1 for my 1 cat. Yeah, I don't know. I've only ever had the 1 cat. Calico cat once, she would be straight back. High walls are a must. Oh, Lady Vex, thanks for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Alright, dragon race. I can definitely do this without needing to try it again, right? We're awake enough to fly through some rings. Yes.
It is a bright day with exceptionally favorable winds. A perfect day for a race.
When can we do dragon flying on the 6-month sub bunny mount? Asking the real questions. 4 cats, 5 boxes. Do you just get your litter like delivered by like a dump truck? You just get like a big pallet of it dropped off. I mean, it's what you need to do. It's just it's a lot of kitties. That was an easy one. Can't complain about that.
Excellent work. I can see that the 2 of you will soon be formidable competitors.
Maybe I just do more world quests. They've got all the pet battles are back up. Wood pellets, not as heavy, but we do need to get a lot. think I have teams saved for all of these. I've angered the locals. You know what I need to do? Oh, I should probably just do it off stream. At some point in my life, I gotta do, I really want to solo shuffle this week, just long enough to get myself a couple vault options. I skipped last week, and if I start skipping weeks, I'm gonna fall out of it. I need to at least remember what it is that I'm doing.
What did you bring me? Remember, everything has its use.
6 cats, 1 giant box, 2 regular, and a robot. 1 cat likes going outside. Yeah, how do you like the robot one? I'm also curious. I've heard good things about them. They're very expensive. This one's real picky about her box, so I don't know if I would get one just for her, but if I ever did get more cats in the future, it certainly sounds tempting. You sleepy? You got some nice purse. Oh, itchy? I got you. So far, keeping its promises. I don't know how well this one would like having cat siblings because she's been my only cat for so long. I think that even if she didn't mind the other cats as individuals, I think she would get jealous. I can probably finish this battle before taking the queue. I bet I have time. It's like 20, 30 seconds, something like that. Has a litter robot one. Jack used it instantly. Earl Grey will use it, but prefers the normal litter box. Those are cute kitty names. I was daydreaming while I was walking about how you could probably, with the right cat and enough time, train them to use an intercom. Because I was thinking, you know, cats have like the speak buttons sometimes. Like people will train them how to use the different buttons, and you know, you can certainly train a cat to push a button when it wants something. And then you see cats that are like waiting in front of the doors to get let inside. And then I'm just imagining a cat that's learned how to like press the button to activate the intercom and then meow so that you can buzz them in at the door. Cause like how cute, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is an imagination thing, but how cute would that be if you're just like, you know, you're working at your desk or you're having your tea or whatever and you just hear beep, meow, and then you just go, buzzer in. I know that meow. How do you know if it's your cat? That's the second step, is when the neighborhood cats and raccoons and stuff watch that display and then learn how to do it because they want to get inside and get the food. And then you have like a raccoon that is pressing the intercom and then trying to imitate a cat. And then at that point, you're basically halfway to writing a DreamWorks movie.
The sundered flame have been delving into my vault. They do not understand the dangers within, nor the powers.
I'm gonna dismiss my pets because I think we're gonna be jumping soon. I guess I'll dismiss after this pack. Seen them use a Ring doorbell. That's really cute. Raccoons are my favorite. They don't exist here, so they're exotic to me. I call them trash bandits because they've got the little masks and because they like trash. Yeah, I do not have a ferocity pet in this hunter. I should look into which one I want to get. Call them trash pandas. Get the I'm not a raccoon button too. Your cat has to do a CAPTCHA to prove that they are a cat and not a raccoon before you let them in. Yeah, you can get like microchip readers that sort that kind of thing out. I find all of that very fascinating. If I ever do chickens one day, this is a little bit different, but if I ever do chickens, I want to try one of those daylight activated door locking, unlocking mechanisms that will like let your chickens out for you, and then like lock it up after dark. Because depending on how far away your coop is from your house, and how early you like to get up in the morning, you know, the ladies like to get up pretty early, and they want to get out. They've got pecking to do. How you doing? What are you thinking about? Hopefully I don't get locked out. They're pretty good about going back into their coop at nighttime, so you would hope that there's some reason why that wouldn't happen, because people do use these things reasonably fine. They also have mechanisms to prevent them from closing on top of a chicken. I think you're describing a fancy lunchbox for foxes. What if one is late? I suppose so, but there must be some reason why that's not a problem. I don't know enough about it to tell you for sure, but I feel like there has to be a reason. ED109, thank you for the 2-month resub. Appreciate it.
I am unsure of what effects it will have on your mortal form. Do be on the lookout for the growth of extra appendages.
Yeah, I don't think we have foxes here. We have other stuff that would eat chickens. Don't get me wrong. There are plenty of things that live here that would love to get into a chicken coop and wreak havoc. But yeah, from what I remember growing up, they were pretty good about not staying out late. I don't remember having to like head count or anything at night to make sure they were in. They would go in when it got dark.
You have
They were
discovered
good about that.
books of translocation. Since the majority of the vault's caretakers are flightless, I incorporated a means of safe travel via these tomes.
I wonder if I don't have my... I mean, I must have it. My Beastly Weaker. Bears. Yeah. There's gotta be some kind of like a weasel. Wolverines. I don't know. I forget what we used to have problems with, I mean, raccoons will get in, will mess with chickens if they can. We would have trouble with, mostly birds of prey were the big thing. You had to cover the top of the chicken run because you would get hawks that would take chickens. Parents raised the chickens for eggs or eating? A little bit of both. Mostly eggs, but it was not unheard of for one of them to end up on the dinner table, and that was a big part of why I stopped eating chicken. Yo! Sup, Floor Spaghetti? Thanks for the 3-month resub. Hope things are going well. Squids could get in, they're smart. You just check, you're collecting the eggs in the morning, you look in the coop and you're like, is that an octopus? Excuse me? I have a book about fish. Shocking, I know. I have a book about coastal fishes of the Pacific Northwest, and it has a page for each one, and it has a description, and then there's some pictures by a famous underwater photographer. And I like in the morning sitting down with my cat, and I'll flip open to a random page, and we'll learn about a fish. And this morning I was reading about the Pacific spiny lump sucker, I think is what it was called. It has a sucker disc on the bottom of it. It is mostly spherical, and whoever wrote the article about them loves them very much, because they, when it came to the section where it talks about whether or not it's any good to eat, the person said, like, you would never. It's too cute. They just bounce around like little helicopters. They don't swim very good. Their fins are almost non-existent, so, or like invisible. They're very transparent. So apparently they just look like little ping pong balls whenever they're dislodged. I had never heard of a lump sucker before. Who are you calling a spiny lump sucker? Me. I need it. Apparently also quite small. And they were like, well, it might make good live bait for other fish if you were cold enough and dead enough on the inside to impale it upon your hook, you monster, was the gist of what they were saying with it. I'm not a live bait kind of fisher person, but I just thought it was really funny that whoever wrote this article had like a severe bias. They loved these things. They're talking about how adorable and cute it is, and I'm looking at the photo of this thing, and it's... I mean, I guess I can kind of see it, but also, it's one of those things that's so ugly it's cute. I gotta Google this again. Was that... Do I have the name right? Is it a Pacific Spiny Lumpsucker? Yeah, it's a Pacific Spiny Lumpsucker. That's exactly what it's called. They look ridiculous.
So beautiful.
I can't believe those live in, like, the ocean by me. If you go to the right places. I've never really been diving. I feel like I have to get into snorkeling at some point. How hard can it be, you know? Just, you get the flippers. Looks like a wart-covered pufferfish. Yeah. Non-zero chance the article was written by a spiny lumpsucker. You falling asleep? You can go lay down in bed. Or I've got a lovely lap here. I've got like a big fuzzy blanket slash coat you could sleep on. If you want to. Someone's saying this about a fish is surprising. Yeah, I guess not. It's just funny in the context of how academic the other articles more or less are. You know, they'll talk about how this thing is quite tasty and this thing you should make into an unusual fish loaf. And this thing can be found, you know, hiding in deep water crevices. And if you wash off the red slime, it's delicious, you know, like... The other articles were funny, but not quite as sentimental, I suppose, as that one.
Me, take care of them. Shred you.
No, my favorite fish species, thank you.
My magic.
I just like to think of one waking up in the morning and being like, alright, I'm gonna have a good day. Might eat some little crabs.
I do not blame her.
Have some little shrimpies.
I should have thought of her before.
Ever considered doing women's MMA?
This door.
Not really. I'm not much of a contact sport kind of
The
person.
sunlit flame must be this way.
Mostly, well, partly because I don't really want to hit people, and then partly because I don't want anyone to hit me. And or otherwise engage in physical violence. It doesn't seem like something I'd be well suited to. Be allergic to fish, problem solved. No desire to eat any of them. That would do it. I wonder if somebody with a fish allergy could keep them. Like, you don't have an awful lot of contact with your pet fish when you have pet fish. But, you know, if the... Uh-oh. Owie. Whoops. Whoopsie.
I know just what to do.
Oh, jeez. Would I do a charity MMA match with another streamer to raise money to save cats? I might try to find a different way to raise money to save the cats in that event. I feel like it's a little bit gladiator if, you know, engaging in spectacle violence is like the only way to accomplish goals like that. MMA, I believe, stands for Mixed Martial Arts. Am I lost? I'm like super lost. Do I talk to this book? There we go. All right. There we go.
Did she send you? Enough. Ice cold.
That was nice of them to wait for me. Book to boss. Book to boss.
Her secrets will be mine.
Kitty, you want to lay down? There's room for you. Oh, I'm gonna get in here. Oh, I wonder if our is gonna make it. They might not need to. It's normal.
Ice cold.
Hi.
Her secrets will be mine. She.
Yeah, you can lay down.
We are too late. Oh. Oh no.
is yours.
Gosh, maybe you need to get into MMA. Especially if your goal is to lose. That seems achievable early on, just for any beginner. What if I don't kill any crystals and I just, like, kill the boss? There we go. Less. GG.
My dear one,
Vintage Worm, thank you very much for the 23-month
that
reset.
wild
Happy
magic
Sunday.
was
Happy
dangerous.
Sunday. Also, Shay12413 had a 7-month reset. Thanks,
by the
Shay.
time we found him, we could not stop the growth.
Look at this little baby. Alrighty, we've got a, what do I want? I need one more, like, half a level. I could do another dungeon. I could not do another dungeon. I could... Am I mid-quest here in any way? Oh yeah, I was doing world quest, that's right. I was flying around and doing, like, dragon riding and pet battles. Because if I could get to 68, then I can start crafting, and then we're in business. Also, you know what? We haven't done the Frank Assault either, so if we can find a group for that, that'll be a big chunk of experience, too. Is EU back up? I don't know. I hope so. How often is the research thing? Research under fire happens every hour, starting on the half hour, so there should be one starting in about 2 minutes. Did I say researchers? I meant Frank for alt leveling. Okay, this one's gonna give me 13 pet charms.
Are you good? Get some rest.
Something about the centaur saying, "Are you good?" is just like, not immersion breaking, but a little immersion breaking for me. Something about it is just real funny. Here, we'll do the mech one. That seems reasonable. Rainran TTV, thank you for the 26-month reset. Did say Frank, but you reminded me. Yeah, good for, good thing to get alts off the ground. Oh, I accidentally summoned Father Winter's helper because I had loaded up like my humanoid team for this fight or whatever when I got here. And in my chat log, my Father Winter helper, who I have named George, said, "It's not Wintervale yet, you know. I have work to do." Sorry. Oh, I didn't know they would do that. That's funny. These microbots are cute. If I'm gonna have one character of every race, that means I need a new mechanome. What is my mechanome gonna be? Mechanome... I mean, when in doubt, you can always just make more priests and hunters. Still impressed that he's just Frank now. It's much easier to say than... Well, it's easier for me to say than Fyrak. Mostly because whenever I say Fyrak, I'm not sure if it's Fyrak or Firak or... Frank! You know? So Frank's just goes down a little easier. Tempted to make a Mecha DK. Farak, yeah. Fara alligator. Oh, I need to go this way. Hi, Hazel and Joy. What's up, Allison? How you doing? You're so cute. You know. Let's stay home today. Yeah. Yeah. Not that I had any plans to go anywhere, but... Yeah, I would know more about how various characters' names are pronounced if I watched more cutscenes. But apparently it's not important enough for me to do that, so... Because they must say them sometimes. They must. Boogie came upstairs to say hi. Hey. Give pets for me.
Good day to you.
Extra dragon shard of knowledge. Extra dragon race.
It is an excellent day for a race. Come fly with us.
Trying to pug into an Echo Heroic. Good luck. Who is my favorite character in WoW? I feel like I've answered this before, and I feel like I change my answer a lot. I want to say Kelsey Steelspark. I like her attitude. Is there a wrong way to say a made-up character's name? I mean, yeah. As much as there's a wrong way to say any name, I'm guessing. But yeah, sometimes it's not even consistent within the game. Mine is dead, but Varian. Oh.
Nicely
Varian's
done.
a good one.
You and your Drake are exceptional.
Thanks. The Dragon Race people never fail to gas me up. Loved Crazy Vengeance Tyrande. I was tabbing through the gear store. Not to shop for myself, but just because I'm always telling people that my things are from the gear store, but they don't carry them anymore. And then I thought maybe I should like look and see what they do carry so I can find out whether or not I'm lying. Because for all I know, they're bringing stuff back. And what I found is that they're not carrying any of the things that I have anymore. But they have a Murloc mug. But they've like changed the shape of it. I think they've made it a different size. Astral Essences. Is that from the Oozing Decay? Oh no, this is for the Brackenhide Stop the Spread. Somebody must be farming Decay here. I wonder if I could just like tag enough stuff to get this bonus objective done. You know, for my leveling. Yeah, we're in 10.1. We all have ways we pronounce our own characters' names. Once upon a time in my early WoW days, I put an accent in my character's name. And I did it not so that I could get the character name, but because I actually wanted it to be pronounced with the accent. And whenever people would say it wrong, like assuming that the accent was just there so that you could get like that combination of letters, it would always tilt me a little bit on the inside because I was like, that one's actually as an accent, thank you very much. I don't think I was that obnoxious, but I might have been. It was a long time ago. I have not always been a creature of tact in my life. My pet died, but that's okay. I'll get it back later. Main's name is Tyranny. Tyranny? Pronounced like tyranny. Reading the word yacht and hearing the word yacht. There's always words that do that. Mine was Colonel. I thought that the word Colonel as in Colonel Sanders and the way it was spelled were different words for a very long time because it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. So I thought there was like a separate, individual, different military rank called a colonel, and that the Colonel Sanders like sold popcorn before he got into chicken or something. I think I was also mixing up Colonel Sanders with Orville Redenbacher. I thought it was popcorn related. Laugh when people use the German S-sharp character when they think it's a fancy B. Pronouncing it as S leads to very different names. Kansas versus Arkansas made my brain hurt for weeks. Yeah, plenty of stuff just doesn't make any sense. Did I do it? I think I did it. I think I got that bonus objective done. So I'm gonna get out of here. Astral Essence, we just loot those. And I should be able to get away with doing this while these people are clearing this area, so that's nice. Small town in Kansas called Arkansas City. I don't know if I'm gonna try official hardcore servers. I haven't decided yet. I never figured out when they are. I wouldn't make any promises. Sean versus Sean. Yeah. There we go.
Your efforts will be
I needed
told
that
in
bow for
tales to come.
transmog.
Thank you for helping our lost ones find their way.
Irish name is fun to try and read. Yeah, I generally don't try. It's Arkansas City. It's not Arkansas City? Oh man.
I think I see a glimmer of something up there on that wall. Give it a climb and check, will you?
I wonder if the turtles are still making it to the water. Do you think that the turtles haven't been making it to the water in like years because we've stopped helping them? The balance of the local ecosystem in Tier Guard Sound has been in shambles ever since BFA ended. You stopped helping them. True. That's true, actually. I can't speak for all of us. Let me up there. I'm used then already. I can't helping hand again. I think I might be having to do this one twice. Oh, it's a big wall. Ah, now we made it. We made it. Having all the upgrades for that's real nice.
Things you find when you put yourself in mortal danger. Great job up there.
Climber made it back to the ground. I got a good team. I have a team. Yeah. We're gonna make it today. I know it. Plus, I'm ending up with all these extra pet charms. Might be able to buy another upgrade stone. I like looking through my journal and seeing who still needs upgrades. I need to do the beetles from, the beetles and the snails are most of the pets that still need leveling for me. Where can I learn Discipline Priest? Is it easy to heal with it? I don't have a lot of experience with Disc. I usually play Holy, but my first place to learn any new spec is always the WoW Head Guide. I usually just kind of bookmark that whenever I'm picking up a new alt, and I'll check back to it and read through the different parts. Who was your favorite beetle? I won't lie to you, I didn't really know all of them. Or any of them. I wasn't really a Beatles person. There was like a wave of Beatles popularity among my age group. You know, the we were born in the wrong generation crowd, but I missed that. I guess I was born in the correct generation. I want that one. Although I kind of want to flight path my way over there. I don't know if I can actually. I probably don't have flight paths in this character. More fun, but more difficult than other healers. I like Atlas beetles myself. I liked, well, I guess I didn't know what they were called. I used to really enjoy finding beetles on the ground in the summer. And I liked the ones with the big, hard, shiny black shells. Good expansion to farm Paragon chests from. Farm Paragon chests for what? Gold? Probably Shadowlands, but it's a funny way to make gold. I think I'm misunderstanding. I'm gonna let my dragon get less tired. I'm gonna get up and take a real short break. I'll be right back. You guys lost the kitty cat again. Where'd she go? Finding needles was mildly concerning. Nah. Beetles. Buggies. Okie dokie. I was going. Oh yeah, that's right. I was going. Well, I was going to the dragon race. It's pretty far. I guess there's another climbing world quest up that way too. I don't know why I was heading south. That's not the world quest I wanted to do. I must be so close. I must be, yeah, like 3.5 bars away from 68. So we can. These two will help. Yeah, I think it's about time for Kat to go down for her nap. It's about time for me to go down for my nap. I don't know why I'm so tired today. Sometimes you just need a lazy cozy day. My map discovery is appalling. I know, right? I need scouting maps for the Dragon Isles. I want to have all the flight paths and everything on all my alts. I can't be bothered to go pick them all up. I think it would be fun to draw maps if you were making up the place, so everything was accurate because it was your own invention. Is exploration good experience?
Come fly with us.
Or is it just like some experience? I guess good subjective. No, too high. Oh dear. That's not the right keybind at all. Alright, we can salvage this. 1200 some? Yeah, it's not bad. This one has obstacles. I feel like not many of the dragon races have actual obstacles. Maybe that was something they thought they were going to do, and then they decided that nobody liked them. Most of the obstacles are just trees.
Excellent work. I can see that the two of you will soon be formidable competitors.
Trees pretty formidable obstacles though. Mm-hmm.
I'm I'm a simple.
Play male horde characters. Which is your favorite if you had to pick?
Go on then.
That's a good question. Do I have any male horde characters? I think that when I do finally make a blood elf, I'm gonna make a male blood elf. I think I want a male belf. Either like a paladin or a mage or something. But I don't have one right now, I don't think. Wow, freshman, thank you for the 21-month resub. Appreciate it. Because yeah, I tend to like male Draenei and male night elves. So those are the ones that I usually go for. Not so much humans, not so much gnomes. Not really orcs. I like female orcs and female trolls too much. Although male trolls are pretty cool. Make him look like Fabio. You're right. I think I just need to give him longer hair. Male Belf, Paladin, Himbos, Daddy Nathria's fanboy. Love the shirt. Oh, thank you. I found this one in a thrift store, and I like to think it was from somebody's actual family camping trip. And that they didn't appreciate it, but I do. It's real comfy. It's weirdly warm for a t-shirt. Oh, we did it. There we go.
We'll see if we can put those materials to
Partial to orc females and those muscles. Well, humans are cool. Their walking animation's unbearable. They're just real thick in the neck. I don't know. I feel like their heads are not... the head to neck ratio is not doing it for me. Definitely not doing Primal Storms. Oh yeah, I was talking about... I mean, honestly, at this point, I think I can probably skip Frank. Maybe I'll save that if I end up needing more experience after crafting stuff. Like the feet on male Taurens when they sit. Their arms are too long? That might be it. I'm a real backseat artist where I can't draw anything particularly well. But I'll look at something and be like, that's not right. I can't tell you how to fix it, but I can tell you I don't like it. Everybody's favorite critic.
Those Terrasect have made off with our supplies. Get him back.
Tawny Whiskers does a lot of world quests.
We can see how your skills are coming along.
Got the Ivory Trader's Audit collection complete. Nice. Decided to plant your seeds later when it cools down. What are you planting? I must know. I mean, you don't have to tell me, but I'd like to know. I want to know. I don't know if Holy is better than Disc. If you want to know stats of like what people play at high levels, what is it? Subcreation is a website that shows like, you know, what spec, like how popular different specs are for like top end keys and raids and stuff. But for the vast majority of the game, you're good to play whatever feels fun for you. So I would just try each one and decide which spec feels more like your thing. It is subcreation. Have I been to any Canadian national parks? I don't know. I've been to a lot of provincial parks. I don't know which ones are... Probably not. Probably not. The only national park I know is Banff, I think. And I have never been to Banff, but there must be more. Are there any near me? Stanley Park, a national park? I don't think I've been to Stanley Park. Yeah, no, I've never done Banff. I'd like to go to Banff one day.
Are exceptional.
Thanks. I am exceptional. Thanks for noticing. Oh yeah, the table flip thing. Here, let me look at a list. I can figure this out. Canada National Parks. Banff, Grossmorn, Bruce Peninsula, Jasper, Kootenay, Cape Breton, Yoho, Waterton. Oh, there's all kinds of them. Okay, Canada National Parks in BC. That's gonna be a shorter list. Golden Ears, Manning, Mount Robson, Jasper. I've heard of Jasper. I've never been. Same thing with Kootenay, Glacier Nation. No, I've never been to any of them. Nah. Someone explain to me what Banff is. I believe it's spelled B-A-N-N-F? B-A-N-F-F. Banff National Park. I thought it was Alberta. It is Alberta. Explore Canada's first national park. It's like a Rocky Mountains... Maybe it's both. I don't know. Rocky Mountains, hiking, sometimes snow, that kind of thing. Tourist destination. Crazy mountains and a great lake. Louise.
I have
Lake
lived
Louise.
to see them return.
It's a pretty name for a lake. Yeah, if I ever go, I'll take pictures. Been to all the national parks in Azeroth. I go to little local parks. I go to all the parks that are within reach of me. I love parks. I love checking them out. I like all of them. I especially like parks that are like remote enough and wild enough that you can feel like it's just you and some nature and you can like hang out there for a while. When I was 5, I'd apparently just said Banff, Banff, Banff over and over again. Yo-ho when you drive the Trans-Canada Highway. I think, national park-wise, it's not a Canadian national park, but I'm closer to the Olympic Mountains, the Olympic Reserve. There's, just right across the pond in northern Washington, there's a national park there. Skiing? View you often see is the Grand Hotel that's there. I've seen footage of that. I've seen videos of people visiting there. Yeah, you can see, I'm pretty sure you can see Mount Olympus. North Cascades, that might be what I mean. I drove by there when I was coming up from Washington, but I did not, like I could see it from the road, but I did not go. Have I been to national parks in America? Again, state parks. I went to Rooster Rock State Park. It was on the Columbia River. It was when I decided I had had enough and I was going to go to the beach and I was going swimming. This was 2 summers ago. I was having a bit of a life crisis and I was going to take myself swimming. So I looked up a park and I got in my car and I went. It was pretty. It was beautiful. Admit it, you wanted to go to Forks, Washington? Having read Twilight, I feel like I've basically... I can't imagine there's anything in Forks, Washington that I can't see, like, here in BC. How are we doing? Let's go flip a table.
At Alcapar Academy,
I always do this. I used to do this world quest whenever whenever I would come do Alcathar Academy. I'd see the world quest up and be like, hang on, I'll be there in just a minute. I got something really important to do. I missed the... Forks is interesting? In what way? No, I don't think we know anything about our Season 3 dungeon pool just yet. I am very curious too. Alright, there's level 68. Let's go back to Valdrakken. And let's do us some crafting and see if we can squeeze the rest of the way up to 70. Oh, big upgrade in the gloves. I could have hearthed here, but it's right over this way. What I want them to do? I want Waycrest Manor. I saw it recently and I thought, well, this place is cool. Here, Chi, you take that back. Unsay that joke this instant. Can I just get rid of all of this? I think so. We don't need any of these guys. Alright, so if I'm looking at leatherworking and I go pick up Dragon Isle's leatherworking, which I'm assuming is somewhere... I actually have no idea where leatherworking is, because this is like blacksmithing and engineering. And then I know tailoring and stuff is... I mean, I guess I can ask. I can ask a guard. I wonder if it's by tailoring, profession, trainer.
Serve well.
Oh, Oh, still there. I see, I see. Okay. I gotcha. It is kind of by tailoring. So, hello. You're gonna give me a skinning quest, and I can turn that in and get some full experience, actually. I'm gonna buy myself some leather to work with. I just need to train leatherworking and figure out what sort of things I'm gonna need first. Oh, hey, it's Nomi! You shopping?
Anyone?
You shopping for cheese?
Good food makes a good mood.
Am I losing my marbles? This is not leather, this is cheese. That is meat. That is general goods. I'm looking for the banner. Skinning leatherworking, it's over here. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Okay. That's the skinning trainer. You.
Ah, it's you.
Thank you.
Good.
Are you good?
May your arrow
Yeah, I'm
always
good.
follow you.
Okay, what do I want? Resilient leather, adamant scales in probably pretty large quantities. And then I'm sure some other stuff
Have
too.
anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2
Doesn't need to be
centuries
good,
old.
just needs to be... Yeah, so give me like 1,000 of those.
If you find
then,
anything exotic, bring it to
What
me.
else am I likely to need? Earth shrine scales for... Oh man, there's all kinds of stuff. Hides, and I guess I'll just shop as needed. I saw someone answer if you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life with cheese, and I completely lost it. Yeah, that would be something. What's the correct answer? I mean, it depends on if you're that worried about how worried are you about your nutritional profile, and how many meals are you planning on eating before you die? Mega dungeon will be 2. 4 will likely be old dungeons. What about the last 2? Oh yeah. Do you think they like repeat 2 dungeons from season 1? Okay. It's time to craft. Yeah, we won't worry about points. Where's the table? Oh, it's these things. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of pretty. All right. Make me a smock. And then I can probably put the smock on. Get a little inspiration of multi-craft. Yeah, it's nice.
Hello. I shall join you next time, perhaps. Be respectful. May your prey fly low and run slow.
Cacophonous thunder scales.
I've seen things
Still someone's
that
answer
would
of
scare
burritos.
you
Oh.
shellless.
Give me like 100 of those.
If you find anything exotic,
Yeah, I guess he said meal and not food. I was thinking potato, but you know, you could come up with a meal that includes potato. You could also answer soup. Mm-hmm. Soup is not a meal. One, Utgard Keep and Pinnacle Mythic Plus. Ooh! That's a cool answer. I hadn't thought about those ones. What Wrath Dungeon would I want? Lucky I happen to have some Alchemy Bloom on me.
Show me your hand.
How come he's facing the wrong way?
Get some rest.
Is it me? Am I facing the wrong way?
Welcome. I have a story for you.
Taco soup. Mythic Trial of the Crusader. Love Utgards or Troll Dungeons. I would love the Kata redone Troll Dungeons. Kata Zol Garub. Maybe broken down into pieces or something, because I remember it being kind of long. That would be a sick Mythic Plus, I think. I don't know. I haven't done it forever. I just have fond memories of being challenged by those fights. Okay, we need some awakens. Let's do these guys.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
So I need Earths 3 times. Frost 3 times. Oh, that's handy. It like does the amounts for me and everything. How many Earth Friend skills does it think I want? 1? Alright. Or is that what I'm making? Oh, I see. That's what I'm making. Scaled hides. It wants 4 of them. I do have some of them, but I'll buy some more too. 666. Thank you for the 2-month res. Appreciate it. Luster scaled hides. We need some. Need some awakened decay. And maybe some dense hides. Yeah. Something like that. More or less.
If you find anything exotic,
yeah, it's Auctionator. It's nice. When was the last time you walked into an auction house? Sometimes I do it, you know, because it feels quaint. You know how, like, you might go, you know, into the bank to the teller when you could have used an ATM or just, like, your phone. Is chili a soup? Chili is a soup and a stew. Chili is a dinner. Need a portable mailbox now. I have a mailbox toy, but it's on a 4-hour cooldown, and I'm hesitant to burn it. I know they last for a while, but I think I already used it, actually. Yeah, it's on cooldown. Okay. I wonder if I'm gonna need to wear any of these, probably. Dense heights. Level 69. We're halfway there.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Let's just get like 10 of these. They're gonna come in handy for something or another.
If you find anything exotic.
Nice. I'm gonna worry about my talent points later.
Welcome, friend.
Alright, what else can we learn?
Welcome. I have a story for you. Heed your blind spots.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Time for me to prep for raid heroic Sark. Hopefully we'll get him down tonight. Good luck, guys. I love the middle auctioneer in the Veldraken. Sometimes is/has a whelpling. I think that she's adorable. Aww. I did not know that. I'll have to look sometime. But you have unspent talent points. I know, right? Did you hear the training of Pavlov's dog took 69 tries? I feel like I'm too tired to get that right now. It sounds funny, but I don't know why. Engineering accessory. Okay.
Be respectful.
I didn't know that alchemist hats were a leatherworking good. That surprises me quite a bit, actually. Hi. Did I make the... I made a... I don't know what I just made, actually. Hi, welcome back! I need lustrous scale hides, and I definitely need the Vorken horns and the Rye bark. Did I make the hat? No, I made the gloves. Okay.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Yeah, leatherworking is turning out to be more expensive than I thought because apparently it needs more than just the cheap stuff. For some reason, I had it in my mind that it was going to mostly just use like the leather that costs like 20 silver per piece. And it does use some of those things, but it seems very much that other things cost more than 20 silver each.
If you find anything exotic,
There's an auctioneer in Starwind who turns into a worgen after midnight. Is that true, or are you pulling my chain? You pulling my leg? Oh, I'm so jealous of that of that Drake transformation. It looks so good. Kitty, can I help you? Is this a good crossbow for me? It's better than my heirloom. Alberto, thank you very much for the 47-month resub. Hello. How is everyone today? Did you know you have unspent talent points? Sorry I had to do it. Hello. How are you doing? I'm doing good. It's been a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Alright, what else can we train? How am I doing on my gold? I still have 14k. I'm not spending as much as I thought I was. We're alright.
How is your hunting?
They sound so serious about everything. I guess I am a hunter. I'm sure they would say it to anybody, but... Warriors, toughened spikes. We need more lustrous scaled hides. I should really just buy a bunch of them.
have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Let's get like 200. That's 5,000 worth, but I might use them. They say, how was your shamaning to me? It's funny on the story when they ask if you can hunt and you're a literal hunter. I like the centaur cosmetics that are from the Renown. One of the things that let me down a teeny tiny bit about the Niffin Renown is I wanted more of the cosmetics on the Renown track to be to do with the Niffin. They give you like black dragon scale stuff. And they give you like Drake riding manuscripts. And I just want more diggy person things. You know? I mean, they have like a little shovel. And that's kind of it. Why did the Dwarven Flight Masters tell you to keep your feet on the ground? Do they know something we don't? Hey Hazel, how are you? Hello Phoenix, I'm doing good. How are you? How are things? I'm kind of sleepy, but that's just Sunday. I might see if I can squeeze in a nap. Go. I'm leveling my hunter the rest of the way to 70, hopefully, by first time crafts. You need 2 bone rock crossbows. Oh, well, lucky for you, I know how to make that. Unlucky for you, those are expensive. I bet I can actually buy one cheaper than I can make it.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries.
Maybe not. 900 gold.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
Naps in the weekend are the best. And then we're gonna do this.
Hello. Heed your blind spots.
Okay. I guess I can learn some of my knowledge points. What else can we make? First craft bonuses. Oh. Can I learn any new skills?
Be respectful.
Yeah.
Get some rest.
I wonder if I'm ever gonna need leatherworking for anything, or if this is just to level this character up, and then that'll be the end of it.
Show me your hands. I shall join you next time, perhaps.
So now that I've made all of that, I have no first crafts currently. My leatherworking is 56. And if I'm looking at these things, those are all spark pieces. Spark pieces. Recipe unlearned for renown. Renown. I'm just wondering if there's anything else for skill, or if like once you get to 50 skill, you pretty much got it all. Those are renown. Because I don't think I'm going to have much renown. Some of these things are auction house. Some of these things are going to be PvP. I might be able to make some PvP stuff, actually. Or like get some cheap patterns. Cause yeah, I'm thinking I'm thinking most of these things. Most of them. Not so much. 5100 mostly takes sparks. Interesting. Okay. Not that I'm super curious about leveling it up. I just wanted first time crafts. Let me look at recipes, leatherworking, uncollected, and we're gonna look at, yeah, this kind of thing. They might be cheap, they might be a bit expensive to make. Wrists. Yeah, I'm gonna reach a point where I don't have the gold to, or I don't want to spend the gold to do it anymore. We might be exhausting ourselves of our first time crafts. I got about a level and a half out of it. Yeah, I think Frank is what it's gonna turn out to be. I think that's where this train is going, because I haven't done it on this character yet. So I could stand to probably not even worry too much about the standard meat and potatoes of the assault, and just do like the disciple, the assistant manager. All right. Let's shop for these things.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
I have adamant skills already. Hides. Plumage. And then the thunder scales. Yeah. First craft XP got a heavy nerf. It's still pretty good. It's pretty helpful. But yeah, it's not going to take you like halfway to 70 or anything the way it did. Okay. Well, we can make these guys at least. Maybe I'll wear them. Maybe I'll wear the male ones anyways when I get to 70 for a second. Did I quest till max in the hunter, and how long did it take you? I've done a fair amount of dungeons. I did a fair chunk of dungeons on this character. It's been 2 streams, so maybe like 5 hours worth of gameplay so far to get from like 60 to 69. But I'm definitely not doing it the most efficient or the fastest way. Okay.
The Isles have awakened.
That's the quest that's just going to teach me how to do sparks or something. Yeah, let's go do the Frank Assault. Let's sort that out. He's over in the plains. We'll see if we can find a group. What is the most efficient way? Apparently, getting a max level character to power level you by mass pulling mobs is the most efficient way. Failing that, I think that if you want to do it without recruiting help, queuing dungeons seems to be pretty decent. Questing's good too, but I tend to get distracted with gathering and world quests, which are some experience, but they're not as fast as just like slamming quests or dungeons with a high degree of focus anyway. Where is he? I lost him. It's usually over here.
And their vile primalist allies.
You know, you're a pro when you measure time in units of streams. I just stream for a fairly consistent amount of time. It's pretty much, well, I don't know, I guess it's between 2 and 3 hours in a given day. How angry is Frank? Is he gonna send his friend in soon? I don't have a bar. Let's reload and see if it shows up. Yeah, there's always bonfires, that's true. What is Deram Farm? What does that mean? Farm? What is it? Need DPS. It's like an AoE farm, looks like. There's a lot of people looking for it. Is that like a translation? Want to sell power level any realm? Yeah. People do that. I'm looking for realm. People farming air. People farming orbs. Because this definitely isn't going to happen without a group. Liskanov is the world boss, not like a. Oh, there's the Frank's Fury bar. Although it's at 0%, so that's not ideal. I guess we'll just keep an eye on it. See if I can find any group that's trying to do the last boss. I don't even know the name of it. I don't think it's Liskanov. I think that's different. Things hurt. This curse is decking me when you're below level 70. I remember dying quite a bit just doing the boss. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really seeing it. That's a caverns rare. I guess I can work on the quest in the meantime. It might spawn in this realm and then I can just list up a group myself. Or try not to die. This is just going to be a bit of a long... Oh hey, my weak roar's working. My beast cleave puts a little green paw next to their nameplate whenever my beast cleave's currently active.
It is you. What a delight. Greetings.
Have I died in this fire yet? Yeah. Apparently, I'll do just anything for an achievement. Take your character and go seek your demise. And we'll commemorate it with a little plaque. Sound good? Okay. was good. It was worth it. Yeah, hopefully we'll get some gear that we can wear. That'll be decent for us at 70 anyway.
What would you ask of Onara?
Not so much with the 316 polearm. Sounds dangerous. I mean, I thought this was gonna be easier to find a group for. There's somebody with a Karakta group. That's what I should be doing. Move all these alts out to Karakta and just sit there and then kill it twice a week. It seems like there's at least enough people questing here in this area for it to spawn here eventually. Kitty, what is it? There's another one done. What's new in the fabric arts realm? It's possible that fiber arts are a winter pursuit for me. I haven't been pursuing them recently. I have been working on a really cute little bedtime routine where around like 9 o'clock I turn off the computer and I make a cup of sleepy time chamomile tea and I curl up on my couch and I just drink it for a while before I get ready for bed. And I can't, you know, it could just be the tea. I could just be directing myself to sleep with chamomile, but that would be a decent place to do some cross-stitching. Although maybe it would be less restful, less of a restful time if it involved, like, you know, the fingy stabbing. This is gonna get me there for sure, though, right? Well, we need 179, 279, 391. I'm actually gonna need more experience than just the head quest to get the rest of the way here. But maybe doing all of these guys, if we can. Do I have 5? Nope, sure don't. You could get a stitching machine? Yeah, people have those. People do that. They seem to enjoy it. It's, I don't know. I like doing it by hand. It's kind of the point. I never did get a ferocity pet. That would be a nice thing to work on. I did all those dungeons just with a cunning pet and all the extra movement speed. This is retail. This is not classic. Not a stupid question. The dragon's a little bit of a giveaway, though. This is Dragonflight. Oh, did I tag it? Oh, I didn't quite. There's another one, though. Hello, Hazel. Hello. How are you? How are things? I'm leveling alts with the experience buff. This is the last one that I need to do that was starting at 60 needs to go to 70, which is kind of like my least favorite bracket. Like if I start leveling more characters from scratch, of course I'm gonna have to get them 60 to 72, but I feel like that'll sound more fun if I had just gotten them 1 to 60. So we'll have to next week, have to pick out some new, next week I'll have to pick out some new alts, or a new alt to work on next. What's up with thimbles? Is the finger protection worth the loss of dexterity? Not for me. It's probably a good idea, but it's one of those things where I haven't figured out how to use one properly. I just, you know, I figure if I abuse my hands enough, they'll toughen up eventually. Between sewing and fishing, my hands might not be super soft, but they will be durable. It's a good word. Joaquin Lee, thank you for the brand new Prime sub. Appreciate it. Welcome. Thanks for the great content and vibes. Well, thank you. Kittens are like toddlers. If you let them sleep too much, they'll be up all night. Oh, are kittens like toddlers? This is a vain attempt to get a full night's sleep. I've always found cats are going to sleep when they want to, and they're going to be awake when they want to. And their schedules will eventually even out on their own time, but maybe that's just me not trying terribly hard. I also haven't had a kitten in a really long time. Kira was a kitten a long time ago. She's been a grown-up lady with me for a number of years. Alright, so we got our 5th key. We can open our chest for the week. Does this give experience?
You dare to steal from my
Kinda.
crucibles? I am coming.
And then I should have enough orange wards, hopefully, at this point in my life to, yeah, to loot this one. Oh, I got a Drake armor. I don't know from what. I don't know when, but I'm assuming from this, I guess. I got, what did I get? I got bronze and pink armor for the renewed Proto-Drake. I'll have to check that out. That's probably cute. That's probably cool. I don't do the assaults on my mains, so this is kind of the only chance I have to get that sort of thing. Hazel, what is the colored text on the left side of your UI? That is my profession to-do list supplied by the Tama's Dragonflight Helper Week aura. So it's showing me all the different places that I could get profession knowledge for my leatherworking and skinning if I wanted to go loot all the one-time treasures and do all of my weekly stuff. It's a week aura. It's super, super handy though. Oh. It just dropped. Morning, Hazel. Good morning. So many level 60 elves, just abandon them. Make time to get some of them to 70. The experience buff is definitely the time to do it. I'm glad that this event is at this point of the expansion, just because without it, there would be really no chance for me. I probably would just have a bunch of 60s that were inactive for ages and ages and ages. I am about to die. How do I heal myself as a hunter without a ferocity pet with my exhilaration on cooldown? Turn in a couple of these quests. The disciple should be here soon. Afternoon, done at your time. It's morning still for me. It's 11:30 on a Sunday. I'm having a real cozy sleepy wow morning, but I'm gonna get my last DPS to 70. Or at least my last one that was at 60. I'm gonna start some fresh ones at some point. Probably not Warlocks, because I'm going to save Warlock for 1015. If I want to fill out classes that I don't have yet, then I need to level either a Death Knight, Paladin, Demon Hunter, or Monk would be the main ones. Or Mage, actually. There's just enough people in the area for me to get away with doing the Disciple without a group. I guess I can always make a group too. Survival of the fittest and the turtle when desperate. What are they for? Oh, fun. Yeah, there's people here. Oh. I just like leveling. I also use them to farm mounts. I'll send them into raids and whatnot to do mount farms. Can't stop leveling, get to 70. Goodish heroic gear. Start again. I mean, heroic gear's pretty good. I've been getting my alts, I mean, a lot of my alts are wearing basically nothing, and I'll just use those for, like, old raids, but the ones that I decided to gear up and play, I got him to, like, a little under 424, basically champion 4 of 8 or veteran 8 of 8 gear, and then figured, yeah, good, job done, next. I figured doing, like, +7, +8 keys in normal Avarice is about the extent of what I want to do. I am gonna turtle. I'm gonna turtle, I'm gonna look for this thing. The extent of what I want to do on, alright, that heal's not as fast as I wanted it to be. Because then there's always more alts that you could do. Veteran gear comes from lots of stuff. I tend to find it from Researchers Under Fire as well as the Frank Assault. Yeah, owie. Which gear do you use to get the LFR color tints with Catalyst? It would be to do with the item level bracket, but I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. Betcha catalyzing veteran gear, though, would do it. Especially if it's not fully upgraded, if it's like veteran 4 of 8 or less. But I'm just guessing. There's probably a chart somewhere online that has more specific info. You just want to find something that has the same item levels as LFR gear. I don't have a pet. That might be for the best. It might be cruel just to keep resummoning them and having them die. It's not like I'm doing any damage to this thing anyway. I'm gonna skin the hounds. Oh! Still heavily time gated for getting through. I am not as much of a story person, so I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it's been less time gated. I feel like they've been more about just letting you play through the story. Some of the story beats are going to be inside of content, though, so some of them are going to be like through clearing the raid or the dungeons. Although the raid is now available on LFR, so that does help some. Catalyzed 408 gear, got me LFR tints, think 415 is the cutoff for normal. That sounds about right. I have to assume Researchers Under Fire gear would also do it, assuming it wasn't too high item level. But I might be mistaken. Alright. I'm gonna be real close to 70 and not quite there, and it's gonna drive me nuts. So we get 5k for killing him. Pick that up. Oh, I got black and red armor too. That's so lucky. I got 2 pieces of armor from doing this assault and assault. That is really lucky. Turn that in over here. Okay, that's 117k, so I have 90% of my level done. Sounds like I'm gonna do some world quests. The assault is kind of all the time. Researchers Under Fire is once an hour, but the assault is pretty much always up. The boss will come around anytime that the bar gets filled up. Sometimes you can find groups for them, but sometimes they're just apparently not around.
Help return the land back to its natural state.
This harpoon's gonna bug me. I think if I did the harpoon quest first, I would be able to get the little elemental thing that helps you kill these things, but they die pretty fast. We'll be alright. We just got 1 bar left. We can do it. My cat almost sent you 10,000 cheers. Is your cat a big hazelnutty fan? What if I sent your cat a cameo and it's just me meowing? I offer cameos, but only for cats. It's a little man, annoying to get to. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it. Still can't fly out there. It is a troll. Yeah. I'm a Darkspear troll. You know how some online properties or entertainment shows will specifically target kids and then try to get them to get their parents to, you know, they'll like entice kids with like bright colors or high levels of excitement or whatever. And then I guess presumably the angle is that the kids get their parents to buy them stuff. What if I ran a show like that, except that instead of trying to attract the kids, I was trying to get cats to watch. So I'm playing like rustling sounds and there's like birds on the screen. You're watching the Hazel stream and just like a hyper realistic you know, transparent background video of a bird just fluttering and landing on a branch and then flying away just for the cats. That would actually be really cute as like a sub alert. I kind of like that. And then when all the kitties love me, that's when I enact my master plan. Returned from lunch, would watch 10 out of 10. I feel like I might tune out bird sounds if I try to use them as a sub alert. Does it run right through you? It would go over the whole screen. So yeah, kinda. VTuber art. I'm just I just play as I was gonna say a piece of cheese, but that would be to entice all the mice. Cat TV and YouTube though. It's true. Stiff competition.
Thank you. The elements
Oh, I'm
are
so
calm
close.
for now.
I'm so close. I guess we gotta get the fish steaks. Maybe on this character it's faster to use the harpoon. Maybe not. There we go. We didn't even finish it. Should I finish it for the crossbow? It's probably going to be an upgrade. How many fish sticks are in your freezer? More or less than 100. I have like fish in my freezer. Like I have frozen vacuum sealed trout still. Not so much with the sticks, although I'm sure you could prepare fish sticks out of them if you had a mind to do so. But I haven't been lake fishing because I can't bring myself to go fish for trout when I haven't finished last year's trout, so I need to eat it a bit more often. It's tasty, I just never think to defrost it. I never think to take it out of the freezer and like commit to preparing some. I like to think that if aliens came to Earth and they were going to eat me as a food source, they would have to prepare me into stick form because I'd be too cute for them to eat whole like a cracker. They would want the extra level of separation that comes from turning something into a stick and then breading it. Screen do I use? It's a monitor. It's an LG. It's 27 inches. It's 4K. I think it might be posted on my Amazon recommendations shop if we're looking for the model number. Oh, I can skin this turtle. Alrighty. I can't believe I got this armor. I need to go customize my proto-dragon. Not human sticks again. You could do Trout Tuesday. I should do Trout Tuesday. I was gonna do like a baked fish and a curry sauce. I have some curry sauce in my freezer because I made a big batch of it. It would be really easy. I just haven't done it yet. Alright, okay. Calm down, Frank. So I don't need any leather. I wear mail. Let's see what I can put on that's a good idea. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna send myself proper catch-up gear at some point, but just for the moment, for this particular and immediate second. Seeing as I made myself the stuff anyway. I mean, I made the stuff because I was leveling the profession, but some Explorer 3 of 8 shoulders. Some 372 PvP boots. No, Veteran 4 of 5 shoulders, that's much better. And a Veteran 4 of 5 helmet.
The city's finest wares.
I'm not too worried about this stuff, I just want to get rid of all of it. I'm sure you can sell some of it, but I don't really care. Mog's cool. Was that a Hearthstone look? I don't know. I want to say I have no idea. I'm completely spacing. I wanted the backpack and the leather hat. Oh, that's probably my leatherwork gear, my skinning gear. I think I had probably just skinned a turtle, so it put my character's skinning profession gear on. You have like a cute little outfit for each of your professions that will like activate when you so yeah, there's the skinning hat. Yeah. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna dress up my proto-drake. And then I'm not gonna start it today, but I might go look at the character creation screen and just think about what the next alt's gonna be for next week, because the 2 healers are waiting until Time Walking comes back. Time Walking is gonna come back not this upcoming week, but the following one, July 4th through 11th. So that's when I'm gonna finish leveling the other ones. The druid and the priest. Pink. Pink, and then what color do I want the dragon to be to go with the pink armor? Could do black. Looks nice with blue. I haven't actually like dressed up one of the dragons in a long time. It's a lot of options. Crest isn't so important when you have a helmet on. Yeah, I think that's kind of cool. Maybe a different tail, actually. Maybe not the spine tail. Maybe we do like a... Yeah. Nap time. Thanks for the stream. Have a great day, everyone. Have a great day. Hazel help. Can't decide what to have for lunch. It's hard to go wrong with sandwiches. Oh well, it's too bright out. Let's look at the character creation screen and then wrap this bad boy up. Another turtle made it to the skinning rack. There's a peony I really want, but it's $250 per plant. That is an excessive amount of money for a plant. Are you gonna get... I mean, you gotta live your own life. But is it gonna be $250 more fun than like a free plant? Or like a $5 plant? $245 more fun than a $5 plant. Alright, so there we go. We've got a 70. Those two are 67. They're waiting for time walking, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 70s. And then it'll be 12 with those two. So it's time for me to think about what I'm gonna do. I've got, and this is gonna be my Death Knight. I've decided I'm keeping him. He's not getting purged. If I do level a Death Knight, it's gonna be wormed in. But I'm gonna make something brand new. And it's gotta be a class I don't have. If I want it to be a range, then it's time for me to have a mage arc. If I'm not too worried about that, then it's time for me to make like maybe a monk or to do my demon hunter. What would my demon hunter look like? If I'm dressing him up, how do I make him look like one of Miles? How do I make him feel special? He's gonna need some real strong tattooage. Let's forget the vines in the hair. Let's make the tattoos really bright. And make them... Should they be purple? Should they be green? I feel like the green is the most neon thing. Purple's kind of cool though. I like that one. His hair is... We must fix his hair. We simply must fix his hair. And his eyebrows. His eyebrows are doing a lot right now. Let's, flat, short, owl, thick, bushy, overgrown. His eyebrows just overflowing from his eye mask. Oh my gosh. That's something. I feel like he needs like a cool blindfold. DH time, vote Belf. What are you trying to say to my boy here? Is this Phil's twin-blooded brother? Oh, the renowned Philodin. Green hair on a night elf always makes me think druid. What can I do that's this neon pink that is gonna work for me? I can give him flowing hair. I could give him... I feel like he needs to be kind of majestic. It needs to be pretty long. It could be braided. Oh, he could have a man bun. That's a pretty strong option. DH resisted for so long, but it's my fave. If I can manage to customize... Here, these sideburns have got to go. If I can manage to customize my demon hunter in some way that works for me, then we're gonna be in business. But right now, this is not it. Is it the face? Why is he so grumpy? Is it because of the eye thing? Is that just how your jaw looks? Are you supposed... Look at him. Like, what's he so angry about? You know? Sun's shining. There's cats in the world. You could make any soup that you want to make. You know? There we go. This color's not working. Or is it? Eggplant purple? Let me see the horn options. Is it the horns that are not working for me? Where are the horns actually? Oh, there they are. I could give him massive horns. I could also just give him no horns. I think maybe if I want my demon hunter to not look demon huntery, then maybe I just need to do... Don't bother with the horns. Maybe a little of this. As much as I love the bun, I don't think it's the move. I think I need his hair to be bigger. He could have the Fabio hair. We could do that. This is kind of working. He sacrificed everything. He can't see the cats. He can feel the cats. Oh man, they're angry because they are their scars. Yeah. I'm getting somewhere with this. My favorite male Nelf hair. If I look at the different colors, I'm thinking I need him to be fabulous. Like, this is not going to be a serious character. He's going to be a little bit of a meme. He could have pink hair. I could give him hot pink hair. If I give him hot pink hair, maybe his tattoos... I mean, pink and green's like a watermelon. That's kind of fun. That's fine. He doesn't need any more scars. He doesn't need the vines. And, well, where do they go? Nah. Too confusing. If he doesn't have all horns, the other demon hunters will make fun of him. I don't think he's friends with the other demon hunters. I'm pretty sure the lack of facial hair is the move here. Yeah, that's definitely not it. That's not it. I mean, he could have a pretty sick beard, but I feel like he's gotta be like this. Now that I've sorted that out. The blindfold is important, it makes him prettier. You gotta have this, because otherwise you can see how funny his mouth looks, so I need his blindfold to partially cover his mouth. It's important. Yeah, he's gonna run, we're gonna make him fabulous is what we're gonna do. Alright, I need to divine my demon hunter name. This is gonna be a spiritual process. I'm gonna make a new one and not use one of my existing ones. Sparrow Lurks, thank you for the brand new sep. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. He's a person, don't make him look like a watermelon. What if he loves watermelon? Alright, hang on a second, I'm gonna think. Too fabulous not to subscribe. If I'm gonna be a demon hunter, I gotta look good. And I'm not gonna be a demon hunter for long. What if this is just the best thing ever? What if it's really fun? What is your name? Call him Jerry. I'm gonna minimize chat because I'm gonna have to come up with a name. I'm stubborn enough that if I see a name and I like it, I won't pick that name just because it wasn't my idea. So I'm gonna minimize it so I'm not looking. And I'm gonna come up with something. It's not gonna be like an Illidan meme name. Who are you? Wolfie CB, thanks for the 8-month resub. I want to give him a name that's so ridiculously edgy. Can he be Fangs? No. Alright. Can't name him that. Can he be darkness? Can he be nightfall? Can he be Nightfallio? He could be Nightfallio. Oh man. Yeah. Let's see. That's a Pokemon. That's pretty cool. If anyone wants Dust Skull on Lightbringer, you got it. There's no way he can be Darkstar. That's an A Song of Ice and Fire one. It's also a big meme. I need him to have just the most cringy, ridiculous name. He's Night Flame! Done! Give it! Finish! Make character! Yes! There we go. There we go. That's my boy. We're done. Oh, yeah. There we go. He could have been Melons, but we'll leave that one for someone else. Name him George. Duskomatic. Oh. Night Flame, excellent, very edgy. I'll never forget it, you know, like that's his that's my demon hunter. That's Hazel's demon hunter. He's got hot pink Fabio hair and his name's Night Flame. Flame on. I guess by virtue of me having made that, that's the next alt I'm gonna level. I'm still not thrilled about Demon Hunter, but if any character is going to talk me into it, it's going to be this boy, and he is never wearing a shirt. At most, I will give him a harness, but I feel like he's going to be shirtless for his entire life. Alright, beautiful. Have I ever played a Demon Hunter? I had one for a hot minute. I never really figured it out. It's melee, which is kind of a point against it. But I'll try it again. I'm sure I can find a way to love it. Shirtless, no shoulders. How's Boy doing? Boy's good. Boy's level 70. Look, he's got a spoon in his backpack. This is important to science. No shirt, you already know how to Demon Hunter. I've learned from the best. Yeah, maybe if he spins enough. You'll like it. That might be the thing. How do you get these names? You just gotta try things. You just gotta not assume it's gonna be taken and just type things in and see. I am wrapping up for the day. I will be back to begin Night Flame's super sick leveling journey next week on Wednesday with a Wednesday morning WoW stream. In the meantime, if you want to watch my Twitch VODs and you want to watch them on YouTube, I have a special YouTube channel for that. I'm trying to collect subscribers on it. I want to get up to 1,000, so I'll link that in the Twitch chat. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.